These are currently all the top trending products that all the Japanese girlies are loving right now.
Dude, a hack is to come later at night when no one is here because the whole shop is gone.
Last year we did an epic roundup of the best products ranking at Cosme, and for those who haven't heard, Cosme Japan is similar to Sephora here in America, but each week thousands of different people vote and review their favorite products, and then all of these are calculated and put into different rankings, giving us the best of each category. So today I'm gonna go through the top ranking categories and share with you guys which ones are worth it and that I have really loved, as well as the ones I think you can pass on because some of them just really didn't make sense to me. So hit subscribe if you love everything beauty, and we'll get into the first category, which is the grand prize. So the grand prize is basically the top products that got the most favorable reviews. It was most highly voted over the entire course of the year. I was only interested in the top 3. This is the ROM and Han All Brow Kara. So a few things are really interesting for me is ROM is a Korean brand. So when you go to Cosme, you'll also find there's a whole floor of Korean brands because Japanese really love Korean brands as well. So this is a tinted eyebrow like mascara, because the trend now is also to have like lighter brows than your hair. You can see in like idols, just having a really soft natural brow is where it's at, and this is what it can do. When you open it up, you'll see that it's like a little mascara brush, and you basically just go through your brows. If you already have super strong, like thick brows, this is all you need. You don't even need a pencil, which is awesome because it keeps your brows looking really natural and combed and fresh. So for me, I didn't really enjoy this as much as I thought it would because like it's number 3.
Let me show you what I mean by it looking really light. So just like lightly brush over the hair. So that's like one application, and then you would kind of just like go in with your pencil and just like, you know, fix in sparse areas. So you can definitely see this is now like softer, it's brown, and then this is like your normal black brow. So it just gives a different effect, but the color is just not doing it. You'll see when I put it on this side, it's too light for me. This is what it looks like. So not too bad on camera. It doesn't look too bad on camera, but in real life, when I do my whole makeup, it's like a little too ashy. Like it looks gray. So I think this would suit people with maybe blonde hair, you know, light brown.
And I think I'm a little bit biased because when I went to Japan, I also picked up the Shuyumera eyebrow gel, and this one is just so good.
This is Roman, this is Shuyumera. Even the brushes, like this one is, the Shuyumera on the bottom is just so much more precise and easy to use. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what this one looks like. We fixed it up with the right color and it looks so much better. Like it just frames my face better. This looks like an alien in real life.
One thing to note is because of the price point, this is significantly more affordable. Some of the comments for the brow gel, some people said it's really good for fair-skinned toned. Oh my gosh, maybe that's why it didn't work for me because I'm very warm. So that brown was very cool. It made it look too ashy. So I think it comes down to the color. They said it didn't paint it too thickly, but it still covered the brow color and that it doesn't fade. So that's also super important because you don't want your brows to like evaporate during the day. So all in all, people really liked it if they found the color that suited them. If you're looking for something that just tints the brows, it won't hold it in place, but you just want the color to be a little bit lighter, then this is definitely something to try out. And it literally makes your whole face look so much more softer. Coming in second is this Decor face powder. I was like, okay, I have to give this a try because literally the Japanese make the best facial powders. Like nothing compares to how fine it is. And this one is the crystal translucent. And I instantly understood why this was a top of the top. I think the biggest thing is that it makes your pores look so good. It makes your skin look so good. So when you find a powder that can do that without overly drying out your face, you'll know it's a good powder. There's this kind of light reflecting pigment in there, which means that it helps to kind of give your skin that skin-like look, even though you've powdered it. You don't look shiny because it's not glittery. It's just like beautiful. It's like lit from within glow. I set my T-zone, especially around the nose, the forehead, and under the eyes. If you have combination skin, it's really important to set under there, and it's beautiful. And then number 1 is a cleansing oil. So it's the one that I actually picked up last year, and I gave it to Ro, the Athena cleansing oil. And it's interesting because it stayed up as the top ranking product. It's a little bit citrusy, it's plush, it gives you that sensorial experience, and it just does what a cleansing oil should do. Whether or not you wear makeup, it's just one of those like daily rituals. Okay, what's the next one? Top ranking cleansers, very important step. Whether it's Japan, Korea, they are just so serious about the cleansing step, especially their oils. Starting off with this one, this is number 3, the Shumera Ultimate Sublime Cleansing Oil. We've talked about this multiple times on the channel already because it's just plush, it melts away all the makeup, you don't have to do much, and it's just like a really nice experience. This is the smaller version. It comes in a huge tub, and this has got Tsubaki in it. Within all the cleansing oils, honestly, they're not all that different. You just kind of have to find one that you just enjoy using. It's kind of like sunscreen. My biggest tip for cleansing oils is that before you wash it off, you want to emulsify it. And emulsifying just means after you've put the oil on your face, you've melted everything, add a little bit of water into your palms, which turns an oil into a milk. So you work that in for another just like 10 seconds, and then you wash it off. And what this does is help you not leave your face feeling like oily or sticky. Second in the cleanser is really interesting. It's actually a mascara remover. So guys, this one has been popping off all over the internet as well as in real life. Our team loves it. They're obsessed with it. And this is especially if you wear mascara that's waterproof or just really stubborn mascara. I've used this, it does work. It's really heavy duty. It's like a wand, and you work it in just like a cleansing oil. And actually a tip for all of you guys with really straight stubborn lashes that never curl, it's because you want to use a waterproof mascara. Waterproof mascara is wax-based, so it holds the curl. I only use waterproof mascara. Sometimes it is a little bit harder to remove, which is why you'll need things like this. However, in saying that, I just don't typically reach for it at all because my cleansing balms or cleansing oils already do the job. And then number 1, dun, 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 the same Athena cleansing oil. So I just feel like maybe the Japanese, once they find something that works, they literally just use it for life. So let's bring out these two, right? Moving on to top ranking lotions. Quick fun fact, in Japan, they call toners lotions. I don't know why, it's a little bit confusing because lotion means like a moisturizer here. So I have 2 of them here. There's actually one in the middle, which I didn't get. Starting off with number 3. Oh my gosh, when I went to Japan, I restocked up on this guy. So this is the Deep Moisture Spray, and it's specifically formulated for dry and very sensitive skin. This is like a ceramide toner spray. It just deeply moisturizes your skin. It helps with my redness. It helps with all irritation. My body has felt very irritated lately, and I'm literally just going from like the tops of my head all the way through my body and patting that in. No toner spray has been able to leave my skin so supple, hydrated, and moisturized over such a long period of time. This blue line is specifically for irritated skin. But anyway, everyone needs this. Like, don't even think about it. So the second place was from Kanebo. Sadly, I didn't get this. If it's something that you guys want me to test, leave it down below and I'll get it. Number 1 is this guy. This is the Shiseido Deprogram Moist Haircare lotion. So last year I discovered the Deprogram line from Shiseido and I got the spray and I gave one to Ro. She loved it. It's so nourishing, so moisturizing, and I was like, okay, this time I need to try more from this line because they actually have multiple lines. It's all in different colors. This spoke to me. The packaging is super cute, but it all comes down to the formula, right? As soon as I use this, I knew this formula is chef's kiss because the formula is like so silky. It's a little bit viscousy, but it deeply hydrates. It's thicker than something like this. It's not sticky. And something the Deprogram line is they've come up with a technology that really keeps hydration locked into even the deepest layers of your skin. And this truly, when I use it, it's just hydrated all day. This Deprogram line from Shiseido has honestly not failed me ever. Next, we're in the peeling category. So I actually saw this when I was in that weekly ranking wall, and I was like, first of all, what is a clear peel serum? I was like, peel and serum doesn't make sense to me, so I was like, I'm gonna try this. This category was kind of like interesting to me because it was chemical peeling, but also physical peeling. This one is the only chemical. So what it is essentially a kind of exfoliating serum that's designed to melt away your blackheads and whiteheads. And it's by the brand Cosme. The consistency is really nice. It just feels like a serum, just gel-like enough that it spreads over the face. But how the reviews said to use it was to put it on a cotton pad and you wipe it all throughout the skin. So you kind of use it like an exfoliating toner. And they say that it helped softening the plugs of blackheads and whiteheads that make the skin super bumpy and the pores really thick and filled. But some people said that it over time caused a little bit of irritation, which makes sense because we shouldn't be using exfoliants all the time. How I use exfoliants is as soon as I feel there's like an excessive amount of buildup, like, you know, sometimes you look in the mirror and you're like, oh my God, there's everything all over my nose. That's when I'll start using these kind of gentle exfoliants for 1 week and then I'll lay off of it. And you don't want to create irritation problems. So that's my biggest tip. Am I crazy about this one? I wouldn't say so, but I did enjoy it every time I use it. But I'm not looking for chemical exfoliants a lot these days. I'm actually just looking for a lot of moisturization and nourishment. So for now, yes, that is this one. Next category is the mask pack. So what this category is essentially the sleeping overnight products. If you've heard there's like sleeping masks, right? This is essentially that. So I have two here. The one in the middle is actually from Laneige. I didn't get that one. I wanted to try ones that, you know, I've never seen, haven't tried before. So the third one is this Elixir. It's the Balancing Oyasumi mask. This mask, holy cow. I love it. I love it. I love it. You know how everyone is talking about those like masks that you leave on overnight? There's the Medicube collagen wrapping mask where you sleep in it, wake up and you peel it off. So those are like peel off masks, right? This gives you the effect of peeling masks without actually needing to peel anything off. At night, you do your whole routine, and this is the last step. So you put this on basically to seal over everything. You work it in and it kind of creates a film, but it's not sticky. It's kind of like a gel film, but it also isn't like a suffocating layer either. So it's somewhere in between a moisturizer gel and a wrapping mask.
It will like dry down. It won't be as shiny as this, but it's still kind of like sucks it all in. Like
it literally pushes all the skincare in there. I look at the dry areas and those areas are still hydrated the next morning. Normally when I wear a moisturizer, because I like push my face into the pillow and all this stuff, like normally all my skincare is gone in the morning, which leaves it a little bit dry. This literally traps everything in there. And you just kind of like rinse it off with water and you're good to go. This is very innovative for me. It's like nothing I've ever tried. It sits in a category on its own because normally sleeping masks are either just moisturizers and they're just saying it's a sleeping mask, or it's an annoying peel off thing. And so this is kind of like the best of both worlds. Moving on to number one, and this is the Ihara Medicated Night Pack. It's a sleeping moisturizer. You can essentially think of it like that. And the brand is actually specifically formulated for sensitive and problematic skin. And let me tell you, this moisturizer consistency, holy crap, hard to beat. As soon as it touched my face, obsessed. Obsessed. It is silky smooth. It blends straight in. As soon as I entered my 30s, no longer do I just use gel moisturizers. It's just not enough. You need things like this because your skin is restoring overnight. Honestly, I've had a very hard time finding moisturizers that keep my skin moisturized. I sound like Ro, but like truly, hormones change in your 30s.
Night, I use like 3 times the amount of moisturizer. Otherwise, my face will be really dry and scaly in the morning.
It evens over redness, all my like scaly, bumpy parts. It's like,
oh my gosh, look how that just blends in. There's no streaking, the smoothest, silkiest formulation I think I've ever used.
Almost instantly. So the comments are also really interesting because they love it for that same purpose. One comment was saying this is perfect for like seasonal changes when your skin is like trying to deal with differences of cold. It works with everything. Like if you're using chemical exfoliants, if you're using boosters. They also have this little guy, which is actually just a balm, and it uses highly purified petroleum, which won't clog your pores, but it will seal the skin. So I've started using these balms just on my nose, on my forehead, because I just get really scaly, cracky, and bumpy overnight. So for, you know, combination, normal, dehydrated, look to this. It's so good. Before we jump into some body and hair ranking, I have to talk about this. It's the Elixir Daycare Evolution Tone Up Cream. Okay, so when I went to Japan and Korea this time, I got my makeup done by, you know, in Korea, and they used a tone up cream, and I was just like shocked that I didn't look like a clown. And I was like, oh my gosh, so it's possible to actually use tone-up creams without looking completely insane. And so when I was in Japan, I was looking to try different tone-ups. Elixir has worked, you know, as I said before in the past, I love it. So let's give it a go. Literally shocked. It's also got a little bit of sunscreen in there, but what it is, it's this really blendable, lightweight with a little bit of pink in it. And I think it's just the formula. It's so nice on the skin that even for my olive undertone, it smooths everything out. By the time you put on your compact foundation or you put in concealer to cover up, it just ever so lightly brightens and evens your whole face. And it's not greasy. It has a little bit of layer of sun protection, but you should definitely use your sunscreen first and then go into the makeup prep. But I have to say, this formula is amazing. Okay, moving on to my honestly like favorite categories these days, which is scalp and hair care. And I love hearing that you guys have found so much interest and our hair care videos have helped you guys so much as well. So this is the ranking scalp care. This Jill Stewart is number 3, the scalp scrub number 2, and the Credia that we got last year is still number 1. So that one's holding it on strong. Let's start off with this guy. So Jill Stewart Deep Head Cleanse White Floral. I'm about halfway through with this guy. It is a hair mask, so basically you use it as a conditioner. But for my very dry, very porous hair, it just wasn't enough. Like I've dyed it, I've permed it, so I just need more. But I would say the consistency would work well for you guys who have more thin hair or medium hair or virgin hair. So basically if you haven't done anything to your hair that has severely dried it out, then this will work great for you because it won't weigh it down, and it's also silicone free. That's also great for people who don't want that glossy effect, but what I love is the smell. So if you guys know what I'm talking about, Japan is in love with floral scents. So actually what I do is mix it in with this. This is not in the ranking, but I bought it anyway. It's the Orbis hair mask and it's unscented. So I basically make my own thick hair mask because I love the smell of this so much. And also the bottle, oh my god, the most aesthetic thing I've ever seen. It has a crystal on the top. Moving on, number 2, it's the Sabon scalp scrub cooling mint. I've tried a few scalp scrubs in my life and none of them have really done anything for me. Most of the time I'm just confused at what it's supposed to do. Like, is the salt supposed to rub on my scalp and exfoliate it? Yes, but it normally leaves your roots and hair feeling kind of greasy because it's like in like a thicker paste. So normally I'm just like, pass. But I did try, and surprisingly, it's quite amazing. It does have the granules of salt, but when you work it into your scalp, it actually lathers like a shampoo. And I think that's what I appreciate. So not only is it a little bit minty, it feels clean, the salt is like just gently maybe buffing away the scalp, but it's also cleansing the hair. And you know, for oily scalp girls, you don't want to use anything at the root that's gonna like clog up the follicle even more. And this truly was quite invigorating. The minty feeling for me was very mild. So one comment was saying how surprised they were at how much their shampoo lathered after using this guy. I think that's also an interesting point. I used this on my second cleanse and my hair was so clean. It was like squeaky clean. There's another comment that also says they used it and it was really nice, but then afterwards it felt a little bit drying and like rough on the hair. It's a good point to raise that this is only supposed to be used like 2 times a week. It's really not like a daily thing. It's more of a treat at the end of the week. Apart from this one, I've never had any success with scalp scrubs, but this one's nice. Moving on to the first, it's the same one that we were talking about last year. It's the Cosme Prettier, and it comes in that mud consistency because it's got a bit of charcoal. And for that one, I didn't like it all that much. I didn't feel like my hair was very clean. I feel like it moisturizes the scalp really well, but back when I was using it, I had more problematic scalp. Now, I don't have to double cleanse anymore because the scalp specialist told me, you've actually fixed your scalp. You don't need to double cleanse anymore. You've like balanced it. So now you only need to cleanse it once. And so now I'm actually more focused on moisturizing, which is what the Prettier does. It's like adding all these like cholesterols and natural mud and oils into your scalp. Once again, it's like super important to know your scalp to see if these products can work for you or not. I'm curious to know if you guys have tried that. I know you can get it on YesStyle, but you really can't find that anywhere else except Japan. Okay. Hair care time, another one of my favorite categories. The third one is the Cow Essential Beauty Water. Second is the Decort Boosting Treatment Hair Serum. And number one is the Orvis. So the Cow Essential Water Treatment I actually tried, and I honestly didn't like it that much. Once again, it didn't do a lot for me. That's also because I have very damaged hair, very dry hair, and maybe it works better once again on people with already naturally healthy hair. So moving on to this one, remember when I discovered Lamella Water from L'Oreal, the 8-second Wonder Water? It like completely changed my whole life because it instantly smooths your hair, makes it silky, it's soft, it's shiny after you wash it. It like truly is a game changer. So this is actually the same product step. What that means is in between your shampoo and conditioner, you pump this water just onto the mids and the ends of your lengths. I'm about halfway done with this. It does make it really soft. It almost feels as though you've conditioned your hair already, where it's like detangled.
You only need to leave it on for 30 to 60 seconds.
You can run your fingers easily through it even without conditioning or doing a hair mask. So it's that in-between step. I think for people who haven't used that in-between step, it will completely freaking blow your mind how good your hair feels. But for me, because I've known that the L'Oreal one works so well at such an affordable price point, this one didn't even measure up to that. But it smells very luxurious. It's a little bit floral and sweet, but not too much. You actually get a lot with it. So now moving on to my favorite hair care brand. Truly just the best. Last year, I discovered Orvis through this. This is the Essence Milk. It's still like one of the most popular products in Japan, but this year I saw on their wall that this was actually ranking, and it's the treatment hair water. So it's in the same line. And then I was like, you know what? I might as well just get the mask and get the whole family to try. So now we have all these three. This one is bomb. Like, it is a holy grail. I've finished multiple bottles of this. I've just started another one. This coming in second. It is really good. I'm like, there's this much left. How I use it is after the shower on damp hair. And that's actually how you use the milk as well, on damp hair. So I was just using this on its own just to test how it compared on its own and if it makes my hair feel different. So I can always tell if a product works well on my hair when I blow dry it, and especially if I comb it out and style it. This gets better with time. Like, on the second day, I touch my hair and it's not frizzy, it's manageable, it's shiny, and it's literally as though I got like a blowout. And on days that I don't use this, I can tell it's like a little bit more frizzy, it's crunchy on the second day. The thing with these sprays is you really want to use a lot of it, otherwise it's not going to do much. On days that you don't wash your hair, you can also use it on dry hair just to, like, you know, tame it a little bit if it's like frizzy and dry looking. This one is really interesting because it's the first hair mask that doesn't have a scent. Personally, I like my hair masks to smell lovely because, you know, in the shower, it's just like, it's an experience. This one is unscented. So if you're looking for a mask for really like dry, damaged hair, but it's not too thick and you don't want fragrance, this is it. This is truly it. Okay, last but not least, we have the Humble body products. So this is actually in the best of body washes. The Humble Nivea. Honestly, I was not excited to use this, but one of our team got this because she was like, oh my God, Bella, you have to try it because it's ranking. I used it and I was like, oh my God, like how? When you wash your body, it feels like a bubble marshmallow. It's like this micro foam that's so soft and it smells so good. It doesn't leave your skin feeling like moisturized, but it feels clean. And I love it. That's all I'll say about that. So what I learned in this experience is that you can't judge a product by its bottle. Please let me know if you've tried some of their body products. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed another installment of the top ranking products from Japan. These are obviously the ones that are from Cosme, but in our next video, I bought a bunch of other things from Japan, and I'm curious, not to have them compete, but are you guys more J beauty, K beauty? What are your thoughts on the comparison? Because yeah, it's like kind of interesting. Goodbye, Cosme.